Welcome to Danu right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today we are checking out this beautiful place you can see right behind me. And with me, I have Sadani. Everyone gets her name wrong. They call her Sadani, an irritator. But she's currently holding second runner-up for Model of the World. Am I correct?
Yeah, top model.
Yeah, that's amazing. How many contestants were there?
There were about 43 contestants.
Okay. Was there somebody like Tyra there saying, "You don't understand this opportunity in life"?
No, I actually thought like it's a great opportunity, like
but
since the start.
So
Yeah.
Tyra said that next top model part.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, not to me at least. So.
Yeah, but was it a good experience?
Amazing experience. Like overall, it was a great experience.
Now comes my question: Who paid for your air ticket?
Well, I have a national director. Like it was done by, as you know, Brian Cooper. So,
Okay. So
yes,
okay. So funding was found.
Yes,
Which
he
is
did
amazing.
everything for me. when
That's
it comes to
brilliant.
that, yes.
That's very important
I'm
because
so privileged.
yeah, and at the same time, it's also really sad that we don't have a country that backs it up until you have brought something home.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Have people tried to reach out to you and speak to you about it afterwards?
Yeah, of course. I think that's kind of a thing that happens,
Yeah, correct.
as you achieve something
That's
or
when they
reach
want
to
you.
a goal, like, somewhere
Yeah.
big, people tend to approach you.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, like it's a lot of attention, a lot of
But your
eyes on
same
you.
title was won by somebody else before.
Yes, Harini. So she's also one of the models from Brian.
And she also won this same second runner-up title,
yes.
which is amazing. And
Amazing.
we never spoke about it.
That's what like I said before, like I think we need to talk about this more often, So I think it's really important for us to talk about this more often, and people should know that it's a really tough industry, and you have to work really hard, and you have to give your 110% when you go to a competition like this, because you're working internationally. You're literally carrying so much pressure. Like
Correct.
you're carrying your country with you, your agency.
Although the country is not carrying you well. Because you can't sash
yeah.
yourself with anything else except Sri Lanka.
100%. Yeah.
Modeling was not your first thing, was it?
No.
You are a
it wasn't.
dancer.
I'm a ballet instructor. Like
Instructor.
yes.
What are you going to do with all your students?
Well, I had to give it a pause because I got like I said.
Yes,
I'm
don't tell it now.
yes.
I'm going to talk about it later.
Yeah.
So when did you start doing ballet?
I started ballet when I was 5 years old,
Right.
and ever since then I studied up to now. I'm
Yeah.
studying because it's really good to keep yourself going. Obviously, there's no limit when it comes to dancing.
Correct.
You have something new to learn every single day.
You should see the two of us in a tutu. God, we are so good.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's amazing. I've been a ballet instructor since when I was 16 years old.
Do you have nice
So-
toenails?
No.
Yeah.
Don't look. It's not easy to
Yeah.
maintain when you are a dancer, especially a ballet instructor as well as a ballet dancer. So, I started working when I was 16 as a ballet instructor at Russian Cultural Center, as well as Colombo International School. When I was 18, I started working there. So, there I did modern dancing as well as ballet. So, yeah, it's been
Did
amazing.
you ever think that the modeling world will accept you?
I
Did
had
grow
my
up-
doubts.
Did you grow up thinking, oh, I'm a pretty girl? I'm a pretty girl.
I had my doubts, I would say, because, I look quite different from a regular Sri Lankan girl when you think about it, because they're very tiny, cute, bubbly. I don't have that look, I agree, and I live up to it. So to me, I had my insecurities, like growing up being in a, very, I would say I was studying in Colombo as well. So
And they can be
people are
color conscious.
100%, 100%. I feel like my color was something that I was always proud about. Like that's something that I was never insecure about, because I was into sports as well. So I did athletics, netball, so I did a lot of sports. So to me, like color wasn't an issue, even though there were people to criticize. Nevertheless, so to me, my insecurities were more like my height, my lips, having big lips, having big eyes.
People are like trying to put all types of things in there now.
Now,
Oh.
yes, now I'm just so happy to
Yeah.
have these things. But back in the day, when I was schooling, it was like, you know, having a tiny face and big lips, big eyes. It was like such a, how to say, it was a point for people to notice
Yeah.
and
What,
say things.
did they call you things?
Yeah, like goldfish, and they used to call me many names.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe their intention was not to make fun of me.
But
or
it's just they were
bully
just
me.
being their age at that
Yeah,
time.
and also it's just that it hit my head. Like even though I didn't show it in public, certain when I'm smiling, when I'm like, you know, posing for a picture, I was very different, you know,
Yeah.
trying to
But things
fit
have
in. and-
definitely changed. We're going to be speaking
100%.
more when we do come back to stick around because I need to take a bit of an AC break. We're checking out La Vista right here on hi.tv, your luxury channel. And with me, I have Sadani. She currently holds a fabulous title. And at the same time, she came with her sash. And I said, Annie, don't be like those ones forever walking around with a sash. Even to go to the market, you know, some of these Miss Sri Lankas and all.
No, I don't want to be like that.
Yeah, you don't want to. Just keep it at home. Anyway, you don't need to prove it. You look the part.
Thank you.
That's the best
Thank
part
you so
of it.
much. Thank you.
Now, let's speak a little bit about the competition while you were there. It happened in Egypt.
Yes.
Yes.
Sham Sheikh.
And how was the experience?
Amazing. It was a one time experience. It was just, you know, there were ups and downs, of course.
And you all had something every day?
Every single day I was shooting. Not every girl got the opportunity to shoot like
Oh,
that.
okay.
But I don't know, like I'm so privileged and lucky to be able to shoot every day.
And you were
I
chosen
didn't-
randomly.
Yeah, chosen, and I didn't really want to take that for granted as well. So, like I said, because you know you sleep at around 3 a.m. You wake up again at around 6 to get ready, again get dressed, fix your hair, do your makeup, and then back to work. You know, like
Yeah.
every single day. By
And all
8,
these
you had to
shoots
be
sort
ready.
of added to what the end result is going to be.
100% every day, like since the beginning. So
What did the judges say about you? What did they like about your features?
I think they really liked my walk.
Okay.
More than the features, let's say, I mean, there were beautiful girls, you know, there were 43 beautiful girls in their own ways. And I feel like what they liked about me was my walk and my ramp walk, as well as my punctuality. I was on time for everything.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And also the fact that you were easy to work with.
I think so. I'm very easygoing, and I make things easy. Like
Yeah.
I don't fuss. That's one thing that you have to learn. You know, when you're in this industry, you cannot fuss. You have to be easygoing. Sometimes you might not be able to eat on time, but you can't fuss. You know, you
Yeah.
have to tolerate it. There are certain things you have to sacrifice if you wanna, you know, gain something.
Now, I just wanted to ask you, you had got picked up to model in India with one of the big agencies way
Yes.
before this title.
Yes.
How did that happen?
So last year, actually, I was they private contacted me, Tuab. So
Privately?
Yes, privately contacted me. But obviously, I'm signed up with one of the agencies in Sri
Yeah.
Lanka, the agency Sri Lanka. So I wanted them to go through my agency. One thing you have to know is if you're in this industry, you have to be loyal. You have to
Yeah.
be.
And you
have
can't
to be-
break bridges
no,
as you go.
you can't, because it's very that's a breaking point, you know. So as a person, you need to be loyal, you need to be humble, you need to know where you stand, your worth. So it's always better to go through your agency because they are more experienced, they know what to be done, they know your value, you know, because they personally know who you are and they have worked with you. So I feel like it was a great thing that I went through my agency. So I asked Tuab to contact my agency, the agency Sri Lanka. So it took about 6 months of
for paperwork too.
Yes, paperwork, the visa, because I'm going there for working. So I have to get my working permit as well. So
how long is the contract for?
1 year.
Okay.
So I can, if I am interested,
You can
and
sign
if
up
it
more.
goes well for me, and if they want to work with me further, so they can renew my contract, and that's how it works. But I'm going to be there for 3 months, and I had to postpone it in order for me to go for this competition.
Right.
So I was supposed to go this year January, but I couldn't make it because I got this competition and I wanted to experience it. And you know, my whole idea was to gain some experience, gain something new for myself.
But here you got recognition that is also international, and it's
just-
good for them because the
Yeah,
agency
like, yeah.
now has somebody who is not only a good model in Sri Lanka, they're also a model that has been recognized for their work, which is amazing.
Yes, I think so.
You know, this modeling industry, a lot of people want to come into it, and you know, people lie about the industry. They give, it's like telling me, oh, Danu, you'll look amazing in a lingerie and the wings behind you, you know.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to book me for a lingerie shoot.
I guess in
And they make you pay up cash, and you are learning in these institutions, so-called. What would you tell these kids? You know, not everyone is meant to be a model. That's fact.
that's just like you need to realize it yourself.
Yeah.
Danu. It's not something that anybody could tell. Because to me, I feel like if you want to wear a baggy shirt, and if that's what you feel like wearing on that day, you should be able to wear it. You know,
Correct.
like it should show within yourself. You know, like, you know, I'm wearing this, I should be confident with this. You know, you need to feel it. You need to be able to, like, work with it. But if you don't have that, you itself should know that that's not for you.
Correct.
You know, so not every model can be
Walk the ramp.
bubbly.
And every model can't walk the ramp as well.
Not every model can walk the ramp. Not every model can be bubbly in front of the camera. Not everyone can be like, you know, very
Talkative, give away information about a product. So
that's also true. So you have to find your path in this industry.
And
there are many multiple paths in this industry, but you just have to find the proper path for yourself. You know, if you just because, you know, I'm not gonna say that just because you're short, just because you have you know, you're thick, you can't model. You know, there are opportunities for you as well, but you just need to find what suits you.
Correct.
So I feel like we, in this country, people are lacking that.
Yeah,
People
definitely
want
not
to
a
do
two-piece.
everything.
Definitely not a two-piece for me.
But I guess like people want to try, like trying everything is fine.
Yeah.
But finding, after trying, you need to find what's right for you. So
Yeah. Well, I think the whole issue about, you know, I'm dark skinned, I will not stand a chance, that ceiling was broken a long time ago. I think
Yeah.
that's just a myth. People may think that, you know, your skin color has something to do with it. It doesn't. It's all about working towards it and having that confidence that you need. And as a model, it's not about a pretty face. It's about the full thing.
No.
Yeah.
What I realized going to this competition was that it's not just your looks. You know, how you carry yourself, how you talk, how you walk, how you present yourself as an individual.
All of that matters.
Yeah, how you eat, how you consume your drinks, to consume your food. You know, everything matters in this. So,
All right.
no, what I mean by that is that you're not supposed to eat. No, you're supposed to eat.
That's one.
You're
I wanted to
supposed
speak
to.
more about it because, you know, it's something that I have battled all my life. How do you actually, like, you know, fit into this whole model world? She has seen it firsthand as well. We'll come back with more. Do stick around. It's Danu on Fire. Welcome back to the show, our final segment on Danu on Fire with this amazing girl who just won herself a big title for Sri Lanka. Now, would you like to smoke? Have a cigarette.
I would like to try.
Yeah, have a
yes.
cigarette. Yeah.
Why don't you try with me?
Yeah. While we smoke up. Nice, huh? It's the only type of cigar you can have on TV. Anyway, coming back, I wanted to ask you, eating, forever on a diet, constantly being judged, compared, this is a problem that everyone goes through.
Especially in this industry.
Yeah. Tell me, when you went and when you saw so many 40 odd countries there next to you, how did they handle this whole weight gain, lose process?
I'm not gonna give information in depth.
Right.
That is not my place. I feel like it is something very personal.
But this, the
And-
reason why I asked was for people who may go through the same thing. Like
Yes.
there was a time when I really lost weight. I was like, I think like really stick thin, and I was scared of food. Now it's the opposite.
I feel like it's we have to set our mind to just, you need to find your way to be healthy. When it comes to food, it's really important. Like I said before, when I went to the competition, one thing that I made sure I did was I made sure I had my 3 meals. Because there were moments where I couldn't sleep as much. So I was already lacking sleep, and I didn't want to obviously not eat, because that's gonna put me down. That's gonna literally break me into pieces, with the amount of work and with the amount of struggle we had to go through. So I made sure I had my 3 meals. It's not the case for everyone, There are, especially in this industry, it's really hard for you to maintain your figure. That's one thing that you have to do. You have to sacrifice so much in order for you to be in this industry.
Yeah. So what are the measures that others will take? Like, was there signs of bulimia?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like there are so many people, as we speak, there are so many people who struggle with eating disorders. And it is really, it's a brutal topic. It's a brutal thing for a person to go through. Watching it is even more harder in person, them struggling. And I feel like I'm blessed to not have that, but also I feel like I can only tell, I can only tell you how I feel, but it
Correct.
won't feel the same, So it's you who needs to come out of it, and I can only be there and hold your hand and tell you that it's going to be fine, but it's...
The best is to always just watch what you eat and be healthy, and that's the most important thing.
You need to find what's good for you, good for your body, Nevertheless, I feel like as long as you tell yourself, okay, I'm eating, I'm fine, this is for myself, I'm doing something good for myself, I feel like we start telling ourselves that it's a good thing, I have to eat, I have to be healthy, I need to take care of myself. Then you're already positive about yourself. Then many positive things comes your way, So
But, tell me, now that you're going to India, I know that it's going to be a different ball game and competition is going to be high, especially considering the fact that you have been brought in to an industry that is already competitive, already crowded, and every girl there is so gorgeous.
I know.
And tell me, what would you, how would you handle that amount of pressure, knowing that, you are the outsider?
I think this competition was also a good thing, that it's a great opportunity as well as a great experience for me, because I'm going to India. Literally, I was there for 15 days, and all 15 days I was a model,
You're
I had
working.
to, yeah, I was a model, right, throughout. I had to dress up like a model, talk like a model, walk like a model, present myself like a model, right? So it was a great thing, because when I go to India, it's going to be 100 times harder. But I'm at least, I have the taste of it, you know. There it's going to be every day going for castings, going for photo shoots, if I get selected. So it's like, you know, very brutal. Like they're, you know, they say to your face that you need to be very strong in order for you to
Emotionally and physically.
Emotionally, mainly I feel like you need to be very strong in order for you to deal with that much of, you know, pressure. So I feel like, to me, I'm going to take this opportunity as a experience and gain something out of it is what I want to do, you know.
Who is somebody who you have looked up to in the world of fashion? Like who inspired you to walk the way you walk or post the way you post? Because, you know, it's not that we are doing this at home, no?
Personally, I feel like I don't believe in role models only because it don't allow you to be yourself.
Right.
You need to find a unique self for yourself.
And that's what's going to...
Yes, because you're the only person that exists, like yourself, like your version of yourself is the only person that exists in this world, you know?
It's amazing.
So,
and that's true.
But I have like people that I look up to, like that I think who are stars in this industry. Example, Naomi Campbell. I love the way she handles herself, the way she presents herself.
She's also drinking Samahan, no? That's what.
Samahan.
We need to wrap things up on the show. Thank you so very much for being here. I wish you only the best.
Thank you
and
so much.
And sky's the limit. I wish you all the best. And
Thank
she's
you,
the
Dan.
model, you know, who eats everything just perfectly, so she can have some sweets. So we're going to take a break, actually wrap things up, just so that we can have dessert. We will see you soon. Till then, you come enjoy this place. Adios.